There we go. Alright, we are now live.
Ooh.
Double check my audio before I go insane. There we go. Alright, looks like we are good to go. I'm quite excited about the fact that my streaming has not fucked up in like the last couple weeks. It's very exciting.
Oh, why'd you
Hello
have to
and
say?
huh?
Why'd you have to say something now? It's gonna mess up.
Hello and welcome, dear patrons, to the Tables of Tartarus, a chapter of Purgatory Corner. I am your storyteller, Sinspeaks, and today we shall be continuing the tale of shifting fates. Come on in, take a seat, let your imagination run free. Today we're going to be doing a small little side quest kind of solo session with Bill. We were going to start about 10-15-ish minutes ago, but unfortunately his cat turned off his computer and he had to wait for it to turn back on, so...
I really wish that was a joke. I really
Yeah.
wish that was a joke.
one of these days it'll be an actual joke instead of
Instead
this
of reality.
madness.
Yeah, don't use a keyboard with pets that get on your desk and walk around and get spiteful and get in front of your monitor that has a sleep, power, and wake up button. Because she stepped on that power button.
God. I cannot wait for us to do like in-person stuff, and it's just gonna be like we're gonna be doing some kind of recording or stream or whatever, like the Paladin project that's been on TikTok lately, and we start doing it. We turn on the camera and you like fall face first into like concrete, and you have to like go to the ER or something, and we're like, well, that's not today.
I
I
like
feel
how
like
you
that's what we
assumed I
would
would
do.
just... Oh, he's gonna go to the ER. Me sitting there concerned.
Look, I feel like Ellie would force you to the ER, or should re-break your nose into the right section thing.
Given if you land on your nose just right and kill you, I mean, can they really do anything for a broken nose?
I honestly don't know. I don't know anyone who's ever had a broken nose that really went to the hospital. I don't know anyone who's actually had like a severe broken nose before.
I mean, I've gotten punched in the face and my nose started profusely bleeding, but it wasn't broken.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
We would have to ask Markiplier that question. Like 4 times he's broken his nose in like 4 years. Like, good God, man. I think he broke it just recently. Did you hear? He stained his eyes red for a couple days because of his
Yeah.
new movie.
Yeah, he got fake blood in his eyes.
Yeah. Apparently his movie is going to be having the he's almost to the world record for the most blood inside of a movie, which
Hmm.
apparently is around 50,000 gallons.
It's a lot of fake blood.
That's a lot of fake blood. But yeah, so last episode, if you guys remember correctly, the group was trying to move around everywhere. They were trying to get to the king, as well as Averin and Rowan were trying to get to Bill. Rowan and Averin did in fact get to Bill after he had that long rest. He has started to interact with a lot of the folks. We have Stab over here, which I'm gonna call you Stab. And then we had... Oh, wait. Oh, we had Stab, Medic, Bean. What was the last one?
Stab, Medic, Bean, Grudge.
Grudge. That was his name. I forgot Grudge. So, Grudge, Stab, Bean, and Medic. Bean. Medic. Medic. There we go. And then of course, Newt, the fire Newt warrior, and your buddy little
Small
small
belly.
belly.
Small belly.
Small belly. But yeah, so you guys have just kind of been shooting the shit for a while. Fire Newt, I should call him, or Sad Newt as his name was. Poor Sad Newt. He was kind of telling you guys all about the different areas around the area. Apparently, he's really good with cartography. You are apparently his only friend, as both Rowena and Averin were his almost buddies, as he had seemingly taken to call them. Um, he's just kind of rambling on about the different passages in the area, the different maps that he's made, the different cool spots, warm spots, different weird dragon creatures. He has a lot of info about this area. And he told you at some point that he had guided, almost buddies all the way here to where the explosion was, and he pulled out a different map that showed you kind of a different area of the mines that you don't actually remember going through. It seems like they took an entirely different direction to even get to you. And he's just rambling, like he's just going off. You have a feeling that most people don't talk to him.
Bill's just gonna sit there, stare. Hey, do you have anywhere that goes deeper than here?
Huh? No, this is about as deep as we go. He kind of like starts flipping through, and these aren't like paper or anything. These are like granite blocks that he is seemingly carved into with his hands as he's like flipping through a bunch of them. See, we have this one, which is like a higher level, and we have this one, which is even higher. We have this one. This is to where the dwarves have all their weird tavern area thing, and I hear that there's like an important person somewhere near there, but I don't really pay attention to that. But like it reaches towards the bottom again. Down here is like we're at the bottom. There's like this really cold place right here, which he gestures is all the way over here. But it's like right next to a bunch of spiders and creepy things, creepy crawlies, and no one really likes going over there. And there's like rumors of some like dangerous other creatures that down here as well. Do you know what a fire drake is? Or a lava
I've
drake?
heard of it.
Yeah.
I've heard of one.
They burrow under the ground sometimes, and they pop up when you don't expect it. Sometimes they're in the ceilings. Those aren't very fun. They're very mean.
Fair. So anyway, hey, y'all want to come with me as I kind of start looking for this weird ore I'm after?
You see Grudge kind of like look at you, and he's just like, yeah, fuck it. We don't have anything else to do. And we're actually looking for the same ore as you. Although, our generation's been looking for this for like ever since we came fucking down here, and we haven't gotten anywhere. So, maybe it'll be a good luck charm.
Maybe. I mean, to be fair, the thing you're looking for is called the tier, and you're looking in the hottest place possible.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
There's
it be
lava.
like... I mean, yeah, but it could be really, really cold. It could suck all the heat from an area and be the hottest thing in a room.
Huh.
That's not lava.
Never thought about that before. It's been a lot of lava down here, and we've kind of just had a lot of experience with lava.
Mood.
Yeah. Meta kind of looks at you, and she's just like, yeah, you see, they had a lot of difficulties with like almost burning to death, and it's been kind of a rough issue as of late. There's a couple problems. There's also been some zombies. I don't know if you saw any on your trip over here.
Oh yeah, I handed one some jerky and a beer and he left.
Huh?
I handed one jerky and a beer and it left.
See Bean slowly stick his head out next to Stab, and he just goes,
The rest are mine. I need them for Molotovs.
Okay. And he just goes back to what the fuck he's doing over there. You're not really sure what he's doing, but it doesn't sound particularly pleasant.
Fair.
Bean quite likes beer. He doesn't get a lot of it. We tend to steal it from a lot of the dead down here. We haven't actually been topside in quite a long time.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, we're happy to travel with you. What about you? She stares at the fire newt. What's your name? And he just replies with, oh, I don't have a name. I was never given one. My first buddy. What do you want to call me? I hear that you should call your buddy should name you. I never had a buddy.
Bill looks at him blankly. New Guinea.
New Guinea. Wow. My name's New Guinea. And Meg just shakes her head a little bit and goes, okay, New Guinea, do you want to follow us? He's like, I'm no fighter, but I can totally try and make friends with everyone. Plus, I would like to fill out my map a little bit more. I haven't actually been there because the giant spiders try eating me. They also give me hugs. I don't know if you count it as hugs. What do you think, bus buddy?
A hug is something nice.
Oh. I haven't gotten a hug. Unless you count Boulder. Almost buddy counted a boulder.
Fair.
I got hit by a boulder. But my almost buddies almost saved me. Well, they did save me. Only after I told them I was a guide, though. They were so nice.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Stab looks at you guys just like, yeah, I have a feeling like those friends of yours aren't the nicest of people.
No.
All right, well, let's move out then. Grudge is just gonna kind of take the lead, and he's like, all right, now remember, no more than a couple people on the bridge at a time, or the bridge will fall under, and you'll be sunk into the bottom of the lava lake. And medic can't heal you if there is nothing to heal.
Neat.
Yeah. So essentially, it takes you guys probably about 10-15 minutes or so to get all the way up to this green area. And that's primarily because as Grudge is walking forwards and Bean is at the back, they just start violently murdering most things that are starting to make their way towards these areas. And so like zombies will pop up and they'll just eviscerate the ever-living crap out of them, just absolutely brutally stabbing the shit out of them. Bean generally tends to just rip off some of the zombies' heads and start eating it. And it's a very unpleasant thing to watch, which is fun, I guess. You also see that Newt is purposely looking away whenever Bean jumps onto its face like a rabid monkey and just starts ripping it apart like it's the last food on Earth.
Neat.
The others seem to just be kind of casual about this, like it happens every day. Probably because it does. And you go... Huh?
That's one way to do things.
Yeah. And you guys head into this this green-looking area. And there's a lot of different crystals here, and Medic kind of looks at you and just goes, so this is the area that's like, we've been here a couple of times, but these crystals are very weird. Each of the colors represents a different element. Green is acid, blue is ice, red is fire, purple is, actually I don't know what purple does. Purple might be more dangerous. I've never bothered to crack one of them open, because I feel like that'd be a bad plan. So we just kind of know what we've dealt with so far. And these green ones are particularly dangerous, because it will scald the shit out of your skin. So don't.
Interesting.
Yeah. I've seen a couple people try eating them before, and well, there's a reason why a lot of the zombies we've encountered so far don't have stomachs. This place also has a lot of necromantic energy, which is why they keep coming back. I don't know whether or not that's
that is.
good.
I mean, that may be making me hang. I can English. It may be the reason. Maybe we're getting closer to the tears then. I mean, it is like, isn't it like a weird legend thing that it's from a dead deity or whatever?
Oh, yeah. The old stories of yore. You see Stab kind of pipe up. The old stories is that, old ancient god decided to start crying from the heavens on high because of something or another happened, and its tears fell into the earth and created this magical ore that, fused with celestial power, is able to defeat other celestials. We're fairly certain that it's the god of the forge who started crying because everyone else started dying, but really it could be any god. We're not really entirely certain. It's also an old story. We're not really sure what happened to that god.
Oh, he was
Argue,
likely killed by Shar or Palor.
no, probably. Arguably, we've been told that the rivers of lava are the blood of the god, but that just seems silly.
Nah, everything has its reasons, I think.
He shrugs. Small Belly just kind of like looks around and he's like, this reminds me of a story from long ago. And then he just recounts the exact story that Stab just said.
Ah,
You have a
neat.
feeling like he was not listening and the slightest to what Stab was saying.
I don't think he's very smart.
Yeah, your friend doesn't seem that way.
No.
We've had him around for a while. He just kind of is that way. He's never been down here though before. Honestly, I'm surprised I saw him again in my life.
So are these crystals like acidic?
I don't know actually. They just kind of grow every now and again. Um, Sometimes they form in random places. Sometimes they're food for whatever creature lies down here. I think the lava drakes randomly will eat them. But aside from that, they might be aesthetic. I don't know what
Uh,
purpose they could possibly serve.
no, acidic.
Oh, acidic.
You said they
Only the inside.
scald. Only the inside?
If you crack them open, it starts pouring out acid to
Oh,
do
okay.
this. Yeah.
You
Hmm?
just see Bill grab one and just crack it off.
Oh my god.
Huh.
I'm assuming in your dragon bone hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. It honestly it feels like war more than anything else.
Huh. Is Bill just kind of like, well, this is weird.
You see every single one of the group members is just staring at you blankly.
Well, at least I know that works. Is Bill just gonna like turn it upside down so its inner acidicness isn't gone and he just starts walking with it?
They all look at you with a legitimate deep like vein of concern as you guys continue walking forwards, and Medic is just like, so have you ever thought about um not being crazy?
Oh, I'm not crazy. This is something I'm okay with. I walked into the stomach of a blue dragon and was perfectly fine.
Uh huh. Well, I huh.
Yeah, see, just Bill puts his other hand underneath it, puts a drop on his hand. See, fine.
You might be the strangest bird I've ever seen.
Yeah, I probably am. Most birds don't have dragon eyes.
She kind of looks into your eyes.
The
What?
yellow gleam backing at her.
I thought
The
that was just something you had normally.
Oh no, my eyes are supposed to be like grayish black, and then I met a giant dragon that backhanded a blue dragon, and then I made a deal with it because my friends that wasn't really super in my favor because my friends decided to get close, even though I tried to sneak off on my own to meet the dragon thing that the spirits told me about. Yeah, it wasn't a good day. I'm forever indebted to it. I'm pretty sure.
You confuse me incredibly.
Everyone says that, and I still don't get it.
Huh.
Anyway. I'm gonna take a few of these. Bill just starts cracking them off the things. 1, 2. Come on. Ah! All right, 3. All right, that's good enough. Just puts him in his bag of holding.
They look exceptionally confused at you before Medic just kind of shakes her head and just keeps on walking. Right, well, we haven't really been down this part of the area much. You also notice that she's wearing arguably the least amount of protective clothing of the entire group for the most part, wearing mostly just cloth and other like kind of freeform clothing, probably because it's hot as shit. But she's also in the front for some reason. And she's like leading the party. But she's like, we don't really know what's too far past here. We haven't seen a whole lot here. This is pretty much as far as we go. And you notice that in this area here, there's like a small blockade. And you can see why they haven't gone past. It's because it's kind of blocked up. And she like kind of like steps aside, and Grudge pops up with a pickaxe, and he goes, "Yeah, you I don't know what you do for fun, so you stay over there for a while. I won't dig through this little entrance here. Chat with Bean. Actually, don't chat with Bean. That'll probably scar you for life. Chat with the Stab. He might have stories for you."
Neat. So, do you want some acid on the rock?
Oh, actually, that would probably be kind of helpful.
Bill walks over. He doesn't use the things he just grabbed. You just see him like he just puts his hand on the rock, like his new hand, and just starts like squeezing, trying to putting acid on it as best he can. I'm still kind of getting used to some of this stuff.
Jeez. he just watches you just essentially squeeze acid out of a rock effectively, like the rock just kind of like melting in your hand, so it looks vaguely like you're squeezing it like a grape or something. And he just looks slightly concerned as it just kind of melts onto the ground, and he just goes, "I have never seen that used in the application before." Huh.
I mean, you could put it at. I mean, to be fair, it's probably not great for ore, but it is useful.
I I guess we could take some of those crystals and shove them in these little gaps and make them explode. Hmm. Do that another day. And he just starts mining, essentially, with you just like kind of pouring acid a little bit, him going through the stuff. Do you take a break at all, or is it just like you're trying to get through the entrance?
I mean, Bill probably takes a break because he's also not used to applying acid continuously, and he has no idea what it will do to his body. So he probably like stops after like an inch maybe, and goes,
Mhm.
"Okay, continue mining." And
All right,
I
thanks,
have
buddy.
I have no idea what happens when I put a lot of acid out. Uh, I'm still getting used to the whole I can drip acid thing through my new hand. That wasn't a feature we added to the hand, so I'm a little confused how I could do it, but I'm pretty sure my body still doesn't consider this a part of me, so yeah, it's weird.
Well, that sounds kind of concerning. I also have no idea what that actually means, so, best of luck there.
Oh, my
I may
hand.
be a dwarf, but I don't forge.
Oh, I had a dwarf forge me a dragon bone hand because my actual hand, uh, I lost it to necromantic axe thing, I think.
Huh.
Uh, so I had to cut it off, and then I had a dwarf forge me a new hand, and the acid thing is new to me. I could do it on my pickaxe too that I got from the dwarves up top. It
Well,
wasn't very effective. The pick got stuck.
he kind of like looks at the pickaxe on the side of your bag and just goes, "Yeah, that seems a bit big for you. I mean, you're small. No offense."
I am very small. To be fair, the only person that I've ever met that's smaller than me is him. Points at Bean. And it's hard to be smaller than me, as I believe I am built like counts on both of his hands. He has just like 3 threes on his hands. 2'2",
Huh. Yeah,
whatever that means.
you are quite small. That honestly, most of us dwarves are kind of small. Same with gnomes, actually. But you're definitely one of the smaller folks I've seen. Kind of remind me of a goblin if it was like a bird.
I met a goblin once. They
Oh,
ate magic items.
oh,
Yeah,
that's kind of impressive, to be honest.
yeah. They also were a necromancer, I'm pretty sure.
Huh.
They were nice. I miss them.
You really get a lot. You really get around, don't you?
Yeah. I went to the Citadel, which is the elves' place. Been to the Trail of Bloody Tears. Uh, met a Dragonborn and fought him to a win, more or less. Met a dragon, talked to 2 deities and said, I'm coming for your heads because they took uh, the person who raised me and split him into multiple pieces. Putting all that out in perspective, man, my life is weird.
Yeah, yeah. No offense meant here, but that I yeah, I thought being down here was kind of odd and fighting off zombies every day and mining until our pickaxe breaks and mining some more and fighting lava beasts and, exploding, crystal. But no, you definitely take the cake.
Yeah,
I
yeah, my
yeah.
that's all been within like a few months, I think. Has it been a few months? I don't know. I don't keep track of time.
Huh. You concern me a little bit, you know that?
I concern a lot of people.
You see him finally manage to break through some of it, and you see some blue light forming out. As it does so, you do see a large bout of a swarm of spiders pop up, and the swarm of spiders is like appearing in little holes, starts swarming out, and you see him just start crushing them kind of under his feet. Some of them start biting him a little bit. Medic pulls out what looks to be a mace instead of a pickaxe. She doesn't actually seem equipped with much aside from the mace. It just starts absolutely just bludgeoning them to death. Neither of them seem particularly worried about the swarm or the fact that the swarm is attempting to murder them horribly. Um, the grudge gets a little bit injured, but really it's not a whole lot of damage. They just start going on. He's like, all right, well, ew. He just kind of like wipes some of the spider guts on the side of the rocks as he continues forward. There's a
Just gonna
lot of spiders.
just Bill's casually gonna pick up like a leg or something and just start chewing into it.
Oh god.
Again, he's a bird.
Yeah, that's
He
fair.
he also was a hermit who lived on his own. He probably ate a lot of bugs. This is
Mm-hmm.
not abnormal to him as he just starts chewing. Just
It's just like,
very
yeah.
chewy.
There's a lot of spiders down here, and they mostly feed off of residual magical energy down here, or the bodies of the zombies, or some of them actually eat lava. Those are dangerous ones. They will spit lava at you. It's very
Y'all,
unpleasant.
y'all do a lot of lava.
Yeah, a lot of things have adapted down here to be able to withstand the intense heat of swimming in lava. It's very annoying. In fact, some of the zombies can even swim through the lava. That's a sight to be seen. Not really sure how, I'll be honest. So,
Huh.
anyways, this is the unexplored territory. As you all walk in here, you do see what somewhat looks like a statue of sorts. It looks less like a statue and like that one there, and more like it's a broken remnants of what possibly used to be a statue. Um, like the head is kind of popped off. Some of the hands are damaged. You see below it is like a plaque that is like God of, and then pretty much the rest of it is absolutely unreadable.
Wait,
Um,
is any of it in Celestial?
uh, that is a very good question. Well, hadn't thought about being celestial before. Um, I would say no, it's in Dwarvish. Do you speak Dwarvish?
I do not.
All right. So yeah, you just see it saying absolute gibberish at the bottom there. Um, as the Grudge kind of looks over and he's like, "Well, I don't know which god this is. The statue of something. But I mean, if God's tears is gonna be somewhere, it's gonna be kind of cold. You know, it's kind of chilly. And there'll be, I guess, a god.
Huh, interesting. What's
Yep.
these statues made out of?
I honestly don't know. I don't. I mean, we've seen a couple of them so far. There's like two of them back where we came from. I assumed that they were some kind of gold, but honestly, we can't penetrate them. Like, for example, he walks up, takes his pickaxe in one hand, swings it down into the statue, and it doesn't even flake. The tip of the pickaxe snaps right off, almost like it was grinded into dust from how hard he swung into it.
Huh.
Can't even damage it.
Bill just gonna sit there staring at it. All right. As Bill just walks up to the statue, you see him pull out the pickaxe, and he's gonna put acid on it and try to grab some of it.
All right. Roll me a strength check real quick. Oh my god. That was almost an amazing roll. Uh, so you attempt to swing down into it. Your acid, I don't believe, gives your. Are you just doing the pickaxe swing into it, or is it like your hand?
Pickaxe swing.
Okay. Is not a magical item. So as it bounces into it, you see the acid kind of hits it. And it seems to sit on it a little bit. The pickaxe itself seems to slide off with a very resounding noise and slams into the bottom, which does chip away. So it seems like the platform the statue's on is not the same type of metal as the actual statue itself. But oddly enough, the acid doesn't seem to be doing anything. It's not actually being absorbed. It's not even sliding off. It's just sitting there. Um, you hit like a
Interesting.
pocket of sorts, so the acid isn't moving.
As Bill just sits there. I think these statues are enchanted.
Hmm. Well, that'd be kind of neat.
Hold on. Is the Frosted Morning Star technically an enchanted weapon?
Yes, that would be magical, I believe.
Bill like puts his bag down. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh
Hold
no.
on. Where is it? You see him like go head first into his bag holding, and he like starts like pulling himself out, and he pulls out this Morning Star. Got it.
you see fucking Newt like walk up to you, he's like, oh my god. Bestest buddy has like a cool was that?
A bag of holding?
Oh. I meant the thing you're holding.
Oh, you mean the Morning Star?
Yeah, that thing. Yeah, it looks so cool. I mean, the bag's cool too. I've never actually seen a bag like that, but that's also really cool. You know?
Yeah. Hey, try this. Hands the
Um,
Morning Star to Grudge.
Grudge takes it and he just kind of looks at it and he's like, uh, yeah, all right, cool. I like walk up to it, kind of flip the Morning Star in his hand a little bit, and he's just gonna take a real hard swing at the thing's arm, and it cleaves through. It's not an easy swing for sure, and it's not at all a clean swipe. But he swings through the arm and absolutely like snaps it off. The sound is unpleasant, to say the least. It sounds almost actually like you just snapped off somebody's arm. But it does fly off, slam into the wall, bounce off the wall, and land near you guys' feet. Effective.
Bill, very. As Bill's gonna pick it up. Okay. Can you break some more of it? As he's gonna put it in his bag of holding.
Uh, sure. Not my usual tactics, but alright. And he's just gonna start absolutely wailing on the thing. It is loud as fuck, and it does not sound pleasant. Roll me. Actually, what's your perception?
Uh, passive 18.
Jesus.
You gave
You
me items for it.
That's fair. You would hear along this path down here, several creatures starting to stir. You also notice that there is a significant quantity of cobwebs and other weird aspects over here, including a couple of bodies that are hanging in cocoons and blood that's covering the entire area. But you do hear some things moving in that area.
Huh, neat. We have friends.
Oh. Hey,
Yeah.
Bean, you want to go have some fun? As he's just don't go in there. Uh yeah, to say the least, the sound they're being made from there, uh unpleasant. You also hear him randomly getting hurt, cussing, screaming. You also
Is
hear the creatures he's beating to possibly a bloody pulp, having the worst death throw sounds you've ever heard in your life. And you've heard
is
many.
is he okay?
Oh, yeah, he does that a lot. I actually don't know if he's okay. He might. Hey, medic, you want to go maybe check on it? She's like, I don't deal with spiders. I don't deal with spiders. Don't. I don't deal with spiders. No. If Bean wants to die, Bean wants to die. Many of the sounds you're hearing, you can't really distinguish between if it's him or spiders. And it's either you're hearing some broken bones, or you're hearing some screaming, or you're hearing crunching noises, or at one point, one of the cocooned bodies just flies out of the area and slams into the wall next to you, like completely bent into like a U shape.
Huh.
Well, I wonder what he's up to.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah.
hmm?
I don't know what this statue is, but I don't think it's gold.
Yeah, it looks very pretty. He takes off the thing's head. The sounds echoing through the area it's very hard to tell most of the sounds of the stuff. And see Stab just kind of start heading into the area too. And the sounds get even louder and more convoluted. You can vaguely see him fighting what looks to be a absolutely fucking enormous spider. It's huge.
Hold on one moment. Bill just walks over to the edge. Fairy fire!
Oh? Nice.
Just
Alright. And a couple other ones are here. I don't remember. Oh, 20-foot cube, they would all have to roll. Do do do. That one saves. That one does not. And that one saves. Okay. This one is, oh, we're gonna give him, uh, uh, do do. I don't read these things very often. So we're gonna give you. Oh, there's a bunch of different ones for like burning, bleeding, diseased. That's pretty cool. Did not know. We're gonna go with weakened. There we go. So they're gonna move up there. Cool. And they're just pretty much getting the shit kicked out of them and beating the shit out of them at the same time. It's a pretty impressive display of absolute just massive beatdown. And Medic is just like kind of looking over your shoulder, at the same time desperately trying not to throw up on your arm. She just goes, ugh, spiders. Oh, nasty.
I mean, they could be chewy.
That's so much worse. Like, every way possible. Hate spiders. There's a lot that are kind of filling up. But you see Bean, like, he looks kind of wounded. He looks scratched up. He looks like he's taking a couple bites. And he straight up grabs one of the giant spiders that's next to him and rips it in half. And just starts showering in its blood, which you cannot imagine smells good. Ugh.
Huh.
Yeah, Bean has a couple of issues going on in his head.
Yeah. Yeah, I gathered as much. Anyway, let's
Yeah.
keep looking for this ore as Bill's going to start pocketing the bits of. So, what is the thing that we just basically broke apart for metal?
So essentially, you can list it as statue, unknown metal statue pieces, basically. You can have it
What's going in?
defined by a master blacksmith, as well as refined by another master blacksmith as well. But currently, you have no idea what on earth it is or what it even does.
Gotcha. As
Mhm.
Bill just puts it in his bag of holding, as much as like he can carry, and the rest is all y'all's. You want that morning star?
Uh, I mean, it'd be pretty nice.
I kind of don't have a use for it. I'm not very good with strength weapons.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can take it. That'd be pretty useful. Thanks, bud.
Cool. I'm gonna take that out of my inventory because I never use it.
It's hey, you're a pretty nice dude. You know that?
Uh, yes.
Hmm.
That's
All
just
right,
gonna
cool.
be deleted from my inventory.
You're good. Yeah. So he just kind of picks up his pickaxe and starts heading to this wall and starts going at it. Stab and Bean seem to be quite preoccupied. They don't seem to be in immediate trouble, but the creature they're fighting is a large beast. This thing is massive. It absolutely towers over your size, and they're kind of beating the shit out of it, and it's kind of beating the shit out of them at the same time. They seem mostly fine. And Meg is just like, ooh, oof, ow, ooh, ooh.
Should we like help them?
We can, I guess. I don't, I don't really want to fight the spiders though. They're kind of gross. And you see Stab like rip off one of the giant spider's legs and stab it with it. His,
Nah. I think they're good.
yeah, if they live, they can come back. Now, that'll
Y'all
cure
are
them.
oddly unconcerned about this.
Yeah, I mean, we fight a lot of these spiders and stuff. Not really one that size before. Usually we don't really deal with spiders that big. Usually it's the spiders next to them that we deal with, which are in and of itself quite large. You see Bean just grab one, and it is indeed the size of like half of him, which is a really fucking big spider. And he legitimately grabs it and he rips off its head with his teeth, and then just starts eating it mid-fight. Yeah, so those ones are the usual ones we fight.
Gotcha.
Ooh. Ooh. That's not an image I'm gonna be able to get out of my mind forever. God.
Oh, there's much worse things that you could see.
I hate that you know that.
I mean, Bill kind of shrugs. Could always. I mean, there's always the sentence. It could always be worse. Anyway, let's keep mining. Bill just kind
Yeah.
of, with that spell going, he's just gonna walk over here. So should we dig deeper? What's with the blue crystals? What do they do?
Oh, I'm fairly confident that they'll freeze you if you go, break in and whatnot. Kind of neat, but at the same time, it's kind of nasty. Yeah, you know what it's like to have like frostbite covering your hand?
Bill looks at the metal hand. You mean hand? He looks at the dragon hand. This one?
Uh, I don't know if that one can get frostbite actually.
Given it's not connected to my body and I could take it off. No.
Yeah, so
I
the
mean,
other hand.
kind of. Went to a winter place once where I got the Morning Star from. It was very nippy.
Yeah. That these things will pretty much give you instant frostbite, which, if not healed properly, can make you lose a couple fingers or your entire arm, or make you freeze to death and turn you into an ice zombie. Pretty nasty business, which is why Medic is so useful to us. She's very good with the whole healing process. You might have noticed.
Cool.
She's kind of leaning on her mace, just watching the battle. You see her turning green in the face every now and again when Bean seemingly does something particularly fucking insane. But she seems to be keeping careful watch over them. And Grudge is just like, yeah, as he just starts digging deeper. We've been mining this area for, well, not this area specifically, but we've been mining our general area for probably the last 30 years or so we've been down here. We actually carved out most of this cave ourselves. Other ones were carved out by, lava drakes or, other stuff like that. Pretty good time, to be honest, but, it's kind of lonely down here, you know?
Yeah, y'all don't get many visitors.
Yeah, not really. You're like one of our first visitors. Pretty much since we've been down here, actually. Bean was one of the first who was down here.
Yeah, that doesn't shock me greatly.
Yeah, something happened to him. We don't really know what. As you can imagine, he doesn't really talk to us about it.
I mean,
Roll me a flat d20.
gotcha.
Damn. Okay. Roll me a perception check, baby.
Perceptive.
Perceptive as Fiku.
That's an at
Wow.
one. Good roll, but Bill's not very good at paying attention to things. Poor boy zoned out at the wrong time.
For just a moment, you think that you see something different about the wall. Something different. Something that you don't know what is in the wall.
I mean, they could also see it possibly.
They don't seem to be noticing it.
So, anything else that you guys noticed? Any weird things?
Well,
what is the ore you guys typically mine down here?
Oh, down here, well, we mine quite a bit, and he's just don't keep chopping away. He's particularly close to the thing, whatever it is that you notice. It's slightly different from the general texture of the wall, which is kind of odd too. But he's like, we mine quite a bit down here. We mine a lot of different gold that eventually gets smithed and turned into gold coins, some silver, some iron that we then turn into our pickaxes for the most part. You do notice that his pickaxe is incredibly well crafted. We also do a lot of other precious gems, a couple of diamonds or sapphires, rubies, all that fun stuff. And we typically bring it to the king. If we do find that, it's usually able to be traded off. We don't really care about the gems as much as we do the gold and other ones like that. Gems are useful for trading for the most part, but not the best.
I mean, that's fair. I don't really get the whole. It's a very nice shiny rock.
It is a
But
very
beer
nice
is
shiny
better.
rock. Yeah. Yeah, him and Small Belly are just digging away at this wall. They're kind of going down a couple of feet or so. They've now passed where that little weird aspect of the wall was. It's still there. They just kind of passed it without actually hitting it.
Bill's gonna look at one of them. By the way, what's this? Like, why is
Huh?
the wall weird color?
I mean, the wall is a weird color.
The wall's a weird color. Bill has no idea what's going on. He just knows that it's a weird color. It's like
Mm.
It's a weird color. I don't know. I'm
Coach
not a
kind
miner.
of, Coach kind of like leans up a little bit, looks at the wall. And he's like, "Huh. I wonder if that's something important. Let's see what his. Oh, that's a wow, flat 10. All right. Does he have any intelligence that he can use here? Is it +1 intelligence? We got 11. Okay. It's like, all right, yeah. Well, we could mine this out. Say if it's like a gem or like a rare metal or something. Could be your fun metal. But we obviously run the risk of there being something dangerous behind this wall. Or maybe it's a cavern. Or maybe it's a hidden pile of snakes or spiders. Or we can just keep mining straight down.
Bill looks at him blankly. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. He's gonna throw his pick into the weird substance on the wall. He has no idea what this is. He just knows that it's weird.
Roll
Therefore, it
me
must.
a strength check with a +3 for uh reasons you don't know.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Oh boy. So you take your pickaxe and you start fucking going down on it. Like you swing, you throw it, it spins in the air, slams into the wall, hardcore. And then you hear some shifting noises as the rock starts to move and change, and rock starts to flow off of it as a creature starts to emerge from the wall that seems to have taken residence in the wall as its sleeping position. As a you see that this is the tail of a lava drake.
I have a question for you, sir. So he points at the drake.
Do you speak Draconic?
Nobody speaks Celestial and Goblin. He tries all 3 languages he knows, or 4 languages he knows.
What's this thing speak? It speaks common, apparently.
I have a question, as he points at it with his very draconic hand.
It starts to kind of gear up as these two back the fuck up real quick. As the wall shifts and starts to fall off of its tail, just kind of pouring off of it almost like it was liquid. It was a lot of weight that it was carrying on its back, and you started to shift it. You also noticed they actually had burrowed into the wall, and so it had carved out a small section of the wall for it to sleep in as it starts ripping itself out of the wall pretty much and starts like pulling itself out before it just like stares down at you.
Hi.
What the fuck? I think that's how you creatures say it in your mortal tongue.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. I
You,
have a question.
you've awoken me to ask me a question.
Accidentally, but yes.
Uh, what do you wish, being?
I would like to know if you have seen any strange looking ore.
It stares at you blankly. You vaguely think it's trying to decide whether or not to eat you at the moment. You you woke me up to ask me if I have seen ore in a cave with
Not,
ore.
no, strange looking ore that has weird properties.
He reaches his hand over, scoops out some of the crystals, and drops it in front of you.
This is ore?
It could be defined as ore.
Bill
Seems
takes
like
it
he's
and just
having a very bad day.
Bill looks at this creature. You see him pick up the ore and just place it in his bag of holding. Have you seen anything that would be resembling what people call the god's tear?
Oh, another one of you.
Correction. I am a weird one. I'm looking to actually kill a god.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
Palor.
sorry.
Yeah, Palor and Shar got on my bad side.
Oh,
Technically, the person that I'm with is a dragon. He's giant and black and kind of scary.
oh. You see, you see his kind of entire demeanor slightly change a little bit, into one of more concern, especially after he looks into your eyes and he goes, "Oh."
Hi. Why is the huh? Are you okay? Do you need something to drink? Are you hungry?
No, I just realized that if you're down here, you're connected to that fucking whore. It means either he wants me to come up top again, or he's
Oh,
gonna come down here.
oh no, no,
I'm
no.
trying to sleep, man.
Bill's gonna look up. No, no, no. You don't need to wake up. I accidentally woke you up. He didn't tell me you were down here. I'm just looking for the ore and accidentally hit you.
Oh.
Uh, but I thought it would be a good time since you're willing to talk, to ask you about the stuff. No, no, no. He's looking to kill Shar and Palor, but he's not asking for anyone's help. Well,
Oh.
I made a deal with him, and it kind of didn't work out in my favor. So,
Well,
yeah,
that's good.
I'm looking. But I
I
mean,
was half
if you don't,
tempted to eat you, honestly.
I mean, fair. But if you eat me, he's probably gonna know, and I'm entertaining
Yeah.
to him, so that would end badly for you, most likely, because he could probably dig his way down here pretty quick.
Yeah, he could.
So, have you seen this weird ore that I'm talking about?
No, but I can probably find some. Look, as long as the dragon up top doesn't come down to bite me in the ass, and I can sleep for another millennia, I'll go. I'll go search. You know,
Thank you.
I just want some sleep, man. I only fell asleep like 30 years ago. I'm tired.
You look sleepy. Well, if you help me, I'll let you get back to sleep.
Okay. Oh yeah, if you're seeing my brethren down here, they also don't like them up top, but they'll just eat you. They
Fair.
don't care about the consequences.
Well, don't worry. I'm
Ugh.
sneakier than most. I just accidentally hit you. It was a complete mistake.
Oh, I was wondering why my tail felt itchy.
Yeah. I thought you were maybe ore since you kind of were blended in so perfectly with the wall. Uh,
That's kind of on
so I,
purpose.
yeah. Well, to be fair, if people don't know you're here, they're gonna accidentally think you're ore and try to mine you at some point.
Uh, I should have my tail look like these rocks.
Yeah, they don't touch those rocks.
Nice. It's kind of look of the rest of your crew. I could eat you. I could. Be so easy. Snack. You're all tiny. Why must you all be tiny? I'm hungry. Ugh.
Hi, hungry. I'm Bill.
I heard one of those jokes for a long time. Now where I can get decent sized grub.
Uh, hmm. Well, there was ash zombies above. I saw a few flame creatures. Uh, hmm. What size of creature are you looking for?
Uh, Bigger than you creatures?
I mean, there's ash zombies around. Oh, wait. Bill points. There's a giant spider in there.
No,
Yeah.
that'll work.
Hey, somebody yell for the other two to get out of there and run.
You see Meg meet like fucking jump and like grab the two of them, pull them out. You can see that they both look very pissed at this, and Bean is just covered in guts, blood, and who knows how much other shit on him, and he's practically like struggling to go back into the fight. And you see this giant fucking creature kind of like pulling itself through the gap. It's missing an arm, and it looks like it's stabbed. It still looks like it's in real good fighting condition. And you see the lava drake just starts licking its chops as it starts flapping its wings and just pile drives the giant fucking spider, and it just starts ripping into it. It's incredibly brutal to watch, and blood is spewing everywhere, and he's just like digging into it. There's nothing this spider can do to this drake, as he's just ripping it to pieces and chomping and biting and swallowing, and within probably 30 seconds the spider is just gone, and the entire walls around him are just absolutely drenched in the spider's blood.
Neat.
That was a good snack. Alright, well, I'm awake now, I guess, so I'll go find your ore for you. I don't think there's a whole lot down here, but there's probably some.
Cool.
I'll be back. And he,
Will
like,
do.
straight up, like, looks down and fucking dives into the ground. And he just, it looks like he's almost swimming through the water, through the ground like it's water, as he just, shoot. Well, that was an experience, Grudge says.
Bill looks down. Bye!
How did you manage to not get to eat you?
I made a deal with a dragon up top, and that dragon is big enough that he could probably burrow out this mine if it were a cave.
Ah.
Yeah, it slapped a blue dragon with one hit, and the blue dragon fell to the ground and was dead.
Ooh. How are you not dead?
He found me entertaining, and I made a deal with him. He nearly killed everyone I know. Well, he nearly killed everyone I know that I travel with. I was trying to meet him on my own, but then one of my friends accidentally got too close and he noticed everyone else. And then we had a conversation, and more or less, I have like a lack of fear response to things because I was 15 years in the deep woods by myself, drunk all the time. So I was constantly in danger both from myself and other creatures. So I have a lack of fear response. Everything is dangerous in my eyes and can kill me at any moment. Therefore, I'm not afraid of anything because everything can kill me.
Huh.
I don't know if this is healthy, but I'm not smart enough to know if it's not. Nope, looks like there goes Bean.
Bean just go back into the weird hole with the spiders and stuff, and he's just you can again hear him just going to town. He did not look very good. It seems like Medic did a little bit of healing on him, but he just went right back to it. Grudge kind of looks over his shoulder, sees Bean left, and he's just like, "Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother."
Yeah, fair. But yeah, no, I've had a lot of weird experiences in the last several months that more or less can be summarized in I just talk to things. I don't immediately try to fight them.
That's a mindset I don't think I could ever do.
To be fair, I'm also extremely small and no one ever sees me as a threat.
You know, that's fair. I didn't see us there either.
Yeah, exactly. No one sees me as a threat. Though, I'll be honest, I'm probably stronger than most people I come across. Not in the sense of like physically, but magic is a very useful tool, and I talk to the dead. You can try to hide your secrets from me, but the dead always watch.
Huh. That's kind of concerning to think about, I'll be honest.
Yeah, you guys are lucky. It's really quiet down here. It's kind of bizarre. There aren't that many dead people.
Well, it's a good thing that none of the dead down here hate me. You again hear that same voice from so long, from earlier. It just goes, yeah, fuck you too, asshole.
Well, at least you two have a loving relationship.
What?
Nothing.
Oh. What? He's so confused, just like, what?
Bill refuses to give any context.
You see Sad Newt just go, what, was my maps helpful? I worked on them a lot.
I mean, yes.
Sweet. You're so
By the
nice.
It's not that I'm nice. I'm just not that smart. I just say the first thing that comes to my head.
Yeah. Usually when people tell me that, it's go away.
Huh.
Yeah.
Most people are too confused to tell me to go away. Usually the first question that comes out of their mouth is, "What are you?"
I don't usually get that. Most things know what I am down here. The last time I said I had friends, I got hit with a boulder.
You don't have very good friends.
No. I don't really have friends. I tried being friends with almost buddies, and then they told me they weren't my friends. We were
Yeah, that
almost
sounds.
buddies.
I'm not sure anyone's their friend.
Yeah. It was kind of
I mean,
sad.
I'm their friend, but I'm not sure if they have friends. I'm not sure either one of them knows what that word means.
Yeah.
They're nice people when they want to be, though.
I guided them to you.
Yeah. They both left immediately, though. That seems. I mean, to be fair, they're both weird. I'm sure it's
Yeah.
fine.
They said they would come back for me, and then one of them did. It was kind of surprising. Though they
The
did say
fact.
if originally, so I wasn't really expecting. I was hoping they would come back.
I mean, yeah, why wouldn't they come back?
Yeah, I don't know. They said if originally, so I was like, they'll come back, and then they were like, no, it's if I come back. And I was like, oh, I don't know
Yeah,
why they really emphasize the if, but
I mean, to be fair, a lot of things try to kill us on a regular basis.
uh-uh.
Like, I've been in near death situations most of my life at this point, and it's kind of a concerning thing that I can say that without any form of hesitation. I,
But you made such a nice buddy.
I have a lot of nice buddies.
Yeah.
Some people believe I'm a bread fairy.
Wow. What's that?
I don't know.
Wow. Can I be a bread fairy too?
If you want to be.
Yay! I've never been a bread fairy before. I've been told
Neat.
that's what it's like to be loved.
To be a fairy?
No, yeah. And usually when I bring up something like that, like being a fairy or like having like friends, they go, yes, that's what it's like to be loved. I didn't really know what they meant.
Huh.
Yeah.
You're sad.
Am I?
A little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, that's not something you need to be sorry about.
Oh, really?
No?
Oh, huh. I usually been told I should be sorry about that. Wow.
That's confusing.
Yeah. Usually it's by some of the big fire giants. The one that threw a boulder
Oh.
at me was, I talked to him a couple times before. He usually just told me to go away because I was intruding on his personal space of, he said it was the entire cavern.
Yeah, I don't think they like anybody.
No, not really. It was really painful to be hit by a boulder.
Yeah, I watched one forge for a while. It was kind of weird.
Oh, that's
He,
cool.
yeah, he just kept throwing weapons aside, so I took some of them.
Oh.
He didn't stop me. I went, "Can I have them?" He went, "I don't really care," and they usually disappear anyway. And I took a few of them.
Yeah. I think
Took
I think I've seen him around a little bit. I'm not ready to talk to him. I don't really go that far up very often. Usually I just kind of wander around and try and find people who want to be around me. It doesn't really happen very often. Although I'm still hoping I'll find my parents one day.
that's a mood.
You
Just
see the rest of
Bill.
your group just look at you two with like legitimate either confusion or pity. You're not quite sure.
I mean, at least you think they're alive. I know mine aren't.
Yeah, I hope mine are. I was abandoned.
Ah, yeah, no,
Yeah.
mine got mauled to death. I'm pretty sure.
Oh. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
why are you sorry? I can still see them.
You
Remember,
now see a horrified look on like the entire team.
Bill looks at all of them dead people. Remember?
Oh. Ah. You're
What?
never alone?
Technically, yes. Though some days I wish I was. Drinking is a very good habit to get into when you have dead people constantly screaming at you.
I was always told that if my parents could see me, they would call me a disappointment. So, do your parents call you that too?
No, they tell me to slow down because I'm going too fast towards my death.
Oh. Okay. Well,
They act
that's good.
they're like the only spirits that actively encourage me not to try to die. It's not that I'm trying to die. It's that I'm actively attempting to do things that may lead to my death because I like to help people and I made friends and I want to help them. At the same time, I kind of want to save my master. And then there's like Bill's like he's talking with his hands in like the left to right motion constantly. Like on one hand, I could just go sit in the woods for the rest of my existence and not care about anything. On the other hand, I like my friends and want to help them. But also on the other hand, I kind of made a deal with the dragon and I'm trying to stab Paylor and Shar in the teeth.
Huh.
I have a lot of weird things going on in my existence that keep me from slowing down.
You have a lot
You
of
know,
hands.
do I? I thought two hands was normal. Is
Well,
two hands not normal?
well, no, you said on one hand and the other hand and the other hand.
Yeah.
That's a lot of hands.
Is it?
That's 3 hands.
Bill like starts counting on his fingers. He counts up to 10 and then like doubles over. I guess is that right? Is that right?
I do the
You know,
other hand. You might have four, five,
man,
four,
I don't.
five.
Bill just blanks for a second. I don't know. I can
Oh,
memorize a lot of things. Numbers elude me.
yeah, they
I
do
think
mine
that's what
too.
I think that is that what it's called? Numbers?
I think so. Grudge just kind of face palms and he's like, I have never heard such a riveting conversation except from Bean.
Look, I, I'm not that smart. I kind of just wing it and hope.
Newt kind of raises his weird lava hand and he just goes, I know I'm not smart. I get told every day.
The people think I'm smart to some degree.
Ah,
That or I'm just lucky. Regardless, they confuse me.
do people tell you you're smart? Is that, or do you just know that they think you're smart?
I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe.
I don't know if anyone thinks I'm smart. I'm very sure that people think that I'm dumb because they tell me I'm dumb.
Fair.
Yeah, that's how I
Anyway,
kind of guess it.
yeah. But it looks like we're gonna get some of that ore, or at least I am. This build kind of walks back over. So, what exactly do you guys do for fun?
The Grudge kind of looks at you for a second. He just goes, "What do you mean?"
like to entertain? Did y'all just kill spiders for fun? Like, do y'all make a game out of it? Do y'all just chill out? Do you sleep? Do you just eat something? Do you get drunk?
Uh, Usually we just mine until we're done mining, and then we go back, we drink a little bit. We would tell stories, but the only stories we have is about mining, and we were there for the mining. So we usually just drink, and then we talk about what we need to talk about, and then we usually sleep for a little bit. Depends on how the day went. And then we go back out and mine.
Ah, well,
Yeah, it's like the 6th place that we've mined out so far.
So, what are these statues? What are they
Oh, I have
saying?
no idea.
Can anyone read?
It says God of, and then most of it is broken, busted. I mean, there's a couple weird letters in there. There's a couple letters I don't really recognize in there. Actually, I don't think they're from the Dwarven alphabet. But mostly it's just tarnished and broken. So it
Wait,
just says God of.
letters you don't recognize?
Oh,
Bill kind of looks back at the plaque, tilts
they
his
are
head.
celestial letters.
Oh, that's because that's celestial.
Oh, I guess that's a god's true name.
No, that's the language.
Oh, guess that's the name in the god's language.
Apparently.
Huh.
Why would these be down here though? All the way down here. That's kind of weird. Maybe this is the
Ah,
weird miner dude you guys are talking about.
oh, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I also don't know why the name is scratched off, but the rest of it is like pristine. It's kind of
Oh,
weird.
that's probably Sharon Paylor's doing.
Oh,
They
man, they have
they
real
actively
vengeance against you guys.
uh well, they kind of don't. They kind of are in a power. Like Bill explains the top side is in a power struggle between two deities that are actively trying to win a game, more or less, and they're
Hmm.
using the elves and the orcs to do so.
You know, kind of like he kind of nods at you. He's like, "Sheesh, man, sounds like a hell of a time going on."
Yeah, yeah. I hope the dwarves don't get involved. They don't need to get involved.
Yeah, it sounds like it'd be rough. Well, I mean, if you need our help, I mean, we're all the way down here, but he kind of hands you what looks to be a weird scroll thing. That will it's kind of a weird way of doing things. It's a we also have one for the king, but essentially, if you activate it, we will teleport right next to you. It usually makes us throw up violently, so please don't do it in the middle of combat. That would be extremely awkward and probably involve your. He looks at your feet, shoes being covered in various amounts of throw up. But if you ever really need us, I mean, we don't do much down here, and we can get back here pretty much as soon as we want to, and no one really ever knows if we're gone. So
Huh.
yeah, we're kind of bored, especially Bean. You see Bean looking very satisfied as he's walking up. He is covered with more wounds than you think one person should be dealing with, especially with his general body. But he's just kind of like looking. He's
He's
looking happy.
well. At least he's okay. Is he
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, he's fine.
He's yeah, he's fine.
So yeah, I mean, being by himself would probably have a great time ripping the faces off of whoever you decide to summon us to. So, you know,
Noted. Bill's just gonna put that in his bag. What
kind
would
of
you
looks at
consider that, a tool?
yeah, tool, scroll of summoning. Newt just kind of looks at you and goes, I don't have anything like that, but I'll consider you my best friend forever. I don't have any others. You can have my map.
Holds out bag. Put it in the bag.
Okay, which map do you want? He kind of gestures to the various maps he has of the underground cave system.
Uh,
There's
Surprise
one
me.
for. Oh, okay. Hold on.
Bill is not smart. He doesn't
Nice.
understand.
He's gonna drop a random one into your bag. He's like, all right, there you go, buddy.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder when the dragon's going to get back.
I don't know. It may be a little bit. I don't think he wants that bigger dragon to come down here, so he's probably making sure he finds the right stuff, maybe.
Yeah. So should we continue mine as well, or we just don't sit around for a while?
Uh,
Cool. He kind of sits down and starts carving out another rock. Probably takes like half an hour or so based on that 14 roll. Is anything you particularly want to do, you're welcome to do it. But after that, like half an hour or so, you hear, or more accurately, feel the ground shaking, shimmering,
yeah.
quaking, before
Probably.
eventually the Drake pops his head back out of the thing, seemingly kind of annoyed, with a bunch of stuff inside of his claws as he turns to look at you.
Yeah. The only
All
thing I would
right.
probably do in the meantime would probably look at the other statues to see if I could read their names.
Okay. Wonder if you have to do.
Because if the name itself is written in Celestial,
Uh-huh.
then that tells me that I can at least know the names.
I would say roll investigation. Hmm, it's not too bad. Um, so you. Oh, you have a -2. Oh, I keep forgetting that you're
Yeah,
dumb.
my perception is buffed to be to high heaven because of the hat, I think.
I
I don't
think
remember which
I think the
magic
hat gives
item.
you a little bit.
Yeah, it's the hat.
Yeah. Oh wow, +3. Nice. But yeah, so you go and check like this one over here and this one down here. Um, you would check that one. You probably head in there, but you see there's a bunch of other little monsters and stuff that are cropped over there, and probably not the best idea to look at that just yet.
Probably not.
This one right here, its name seems to be quite weathered, but does seem to say, in common actually, the Forge Maker. And then the one here, it's very, very weird to look at. Roll me perception as you're staring it down, basically. See if you.
See if I get a decent roll. Yeah.
Well, that's not too bad. It's actually pretty damn good. You start looking, you notice it has a weird like. You could potentially open it like a door, to some degree. Um, and it says, "The Forge be with you."
I'm gonna keep that noted for now.
All right, cool.
As Bill walks back over to wait for the
Agreed.
dragon.
Yeah, the dragon eventually pops back up. He looks very annoyed, but he kind of like groans as he still looks half asleep as he looks at you. He's like, "Uh, all right, I got some for you," and he places it down in front of you. It's a decent amount, and it's probably like I don't know what good quantity is. Probably like 10 pounds of material as he places down in front of you. It is a solid white ore. Like it's solid white. From beginning to end is almost so white it's hard to define its edges and things like that. It's very strange. And it is in fact very cold to the touch, and the air around it is cold. And he kind of like just kind of looks at you with very drowsy look, and he's just like, "All right, well, there's stuff. There's quite a bit underground and kind of hard to find. It's probably all you're gonna be able to find unless you get another Drake to find it for you, or God forbid you get my resources again. Ugh." So that's about all you got. Make good use of it, or don't. I don't actually care. Just fuck off with your dragon guy. Don't make him come. I need my sleep.
I hope you have a very wonderful nap. Oh, so you may want to dig yourself deeper to sleep.
That's a good plan. Alright, well. I'll see you weird ass creatures. Hopefully never. He's gonna like bury himself, and you see him like move to the side, and he's clearly behind the crystals at this point. Before he is very gone, and the ground and earth stops rumbling.
Bye.
No reply.
Oh, by the way, guys, I saw something weird.
Oh,
As Bill starts walking, it's gonna show that door to them, whichever one it was. I believe it was this. You said.
yes, that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, he does
So,
put like 90% of the ore in his bag, and he hands the rest to them.
oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, they
10
look kind of
pounds.
surprised at the quantity. I assume like a pound to them, basically.
Yeah, a pound.
Yeah.
He's not sure how much he needs for a weapon,
Hmm.
and depending on how much the guy uses, he may ask for other things made out of it as well.
Hmm.
He's not really sure how, but he's going to try his best to figure something out.
Fair enough. Yeah. So
Can I help
he
you? What you not? What you not? Sorry.
Grudge probably takes it, shoves it into his bag. He finds it kind of odd, but so you guys head back to this door. Probably Stab decides to walk up to it, starts picking around it, grabs the edge, and starts trying to wrench it open. It does budge ever so slightly, but it looks like it hasn't been moved in a very long time. He's like, well, there seems to be some kind of entrance behind this thing, but it looks like it's gonna take a while for us to crack this son of a bitch open. We're not really sure what's behind here, unfortunately.
Gotcha. Well, could you all work on opening the door? I'm probably gonna bring my team. Wait, what happened if I? Do y'all care about fire giants?
We don't particularly like them that much because they typically try beating the shit out of us, but you seem to make weirdly good friends with fire giants.
I make friends with everyone. No
That's
one
my
is my
point.
enemy except for Sharon Paylor because they rented my teacher, boss, man, uh, master into multiple pieces between dimensions or
Uh-huh.
planes. Yeah, I have a really weird life.
It sounds like it.
If he's willing to come down here and see what this place is, at least, uh, I'll bring him. If he's not, oh well. I will probably, however, bring my team with me if he doesn't want to come.
Okay. Well, we'll do our best to crack this thing open, but honestly, it might take a fire giant's strength to whack this thing open because it's stuck pretty fast, and if it was designed by a god to keep where it is, oof.
Gotcha. Uh, this Bill kind of like picks his stuff up. All right. Well, I'll be back.
I don't know, it was nice having you, Bill. You seem like a pretty nice fellow.
I try to be. I hope I am.
Newt kind of like looks at you as Iron Belly kind of moves up next to you, and Newt is just like, "Can I join you?"
I'm not going to stop you.
Yay! The almost buddies didn't want me to join them, so I
I
was
mean,
didn't want to intrude.
as I say to all the people I travel with, you are responsible for yourself. Bill has not said this to other people. Bill just doesn't really know how to help this guy. At the moment, you are responsible for yourself, however.
Ah, if I can follow you, right?
If you want to, I'm not going to stop you.
Cool. Do you need a guide? Do do you need a guide?
Uh, I think I know where I'm going. If you want a guide, I don't really mind if you do.
Okay. Be careful. There is a couple of couple of people, like giants and stuff, out couple ways
I,
away. You know.
I know. I'm going to one.
Oh, okay. he just he just starts to follow you, happy as can be.
This Bill just waves goodbye to them and starts walking. No, the moment we get to the edge of the cave, Bill cast invisibility on himself. He
Dude,
forgot about. Yeah. Okay, I'm rolling a quick intelligence if he actually remembers about Newt or not.
do you also put on small belly?
Not a
Oh
chance.
no.
He said he's responsible for himself, and Bill just keeps walking and just casts it. He doesn't say anything. He just casts invisibility and just keeps walking.
Do you cast invisibility on small belly too?
Given he's had small belly this entire time. Yes.
Alright, so it's just hilarious. You guys are walking, just kind of as it is, all the way over here. We'll ignore the fact that Averin and Ruin are there. And you guys do that. Small belly is happy as can be, and he sees you guys in front of him. He's like, "Oh, I have friends now." And then you just up and disappear in front of him. And he goes, "Oh."
What? Bill just casually keeps walking. You coming?
I thought you left me.
No, I'm invisibility.
Oh.
Oh wait, I didn't cast it on you. Whoops, I think I'm out of spell slots.
That's okay. I'll I'll just uh I'll guide and you follow since you're invisible.
Okay.
Uh,
Casual Bill walking.
Sorry, I thought you'd abandoned me, like everyone.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks, buddy. Don't worry, I'll get you to. Are you trying to get to the king?
No, I'm trying to get near up top, where I met a fire giant that
Oh,
forges constantly.
okay.
He was in an area with train tracks.
Oh, I know that spot. I can take you right there. It'll take a little while, but I got you. I have a map for it right here. And he takes out another one and shows it to you.
Just shows it in the air because Bill's invisible. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Uh, I assume you looked at it. Okay. Cool. Kind of weird talking to someone who's invisible. This is like the second time I've had to do that. They also went invisible and then left.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I have a habit of going invisible in this place. It's so I could travel safely.
That makes sense, that makes sense. Alright, well, onwards and upwards. No risk without reward. I don't know what you said earlier.
I don't remember.
Oh. Onwards and with no risk towards some risk. Onwards!
Bill just casually keeps walking.
Alright, and that's about where we're going to end it for today. So.
Hey.
Ooh, tired.
Yeah, you've been sleepy this entire time.
Yeah.
We're
That
both
dragon.
sleepy.
That dragon was epitome of my soul.
I just want to sleep, man. Can you help me? There's food over there. Fine.
Licks chops. Alright. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this. This is one of our impromptu kind of non-scheduled ones. But generally speaking, for Shifting Fates this series, we go live every Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. PST. We have a couple other series that we do, including Jump Chain, a homebrew campaign that we do on Mondays, Oceans Ablaze, a D&D 5e campaigns like Shifting Fates, we do on Mondays as well as various other ones. We're going to be doing one later today, about 7 p.m. PST, so in about 5 hours, called Monster Hunter World. So if you guys want to join that, don't worry about my voice cracking, it's fine. If you guys want to see the rest of our schedule, the specific times and days that we do everything, go check out that link tree. There's a website at the top, or there's our Discord. Both have our general schedule. All right, have a good night, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see all of you fine folks later when we start ripping through some tales.
Yep.
Good
Bye-bye.
night.